Hello, PGA members, Don, Ray, and good to be with you one last time. I've got 10 minutes to talk to you about why I want to be the next secretary of the PGA of America. But first, wow, what a summer, right? I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm exhausted, and not because of the campaign. COVID's been a blessing to all of us, I think. I mean, what a horrible thing that's happened to our United States, but it's the growth in the game of golf, which is exciting. And so I'm going to address that, but let's jump right in. And it has been a long year, right? I mean, it was in Orlando at the PGA Merchandise Show when I showed you this poster and told you, hey, is this on your wall? Because it's on mine. And many of you said yes, but they don't make it anymore. Why? I mean, these are the things that we do at our facilities every day. They should use this in recruitment. We should use this as we talk to the industry about all the things that we're doing and how we wear so many hats. We are invaluable to the facilities we're at. It's critical. One of the things we've done in all the super regionals, and we started it in Atlanta, is a SWOT analysis. What happened is we sat down and said, man, we're going to spend an hour with every section. I want to know what's going on. If I am blessed to get elected to be the next secretary, I want to hear from them, not how they feel about their section, how they feel about their association. You guys are the delegates. You're the leaders in your association. So if I said this, hey, no microphones, completely anonymous, confidentially, how do you feel about the PGA of America? And you told us, and it was so engaging and exciting. And so I broke them down like I said I would, the top 10 in each one of the categories. And so let's dive into each one. So strengths, pretty common thread here. All of you felt that our brand, our 29,000 members are just so important. Our championships, Kerry Haig does an amazing thing, right? Financial resources, we've got money in the bank. That's always a good thing. It's helped us through this pandemic. PGA Reach is doing amazing things. And PGA.Coach, our members are filling out more profiles every day. PGA Frisco, absolutely a strength. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later in detail. Networking, you said it's a strength. I agree. Knowledge and influence, teaching and playing. These are all our strengths. Completely agree with what you've told me. And our sections are our strengths. Man, might be the most important one, right? How about weaknesses? This is what you told me. Communication. That there's a national and section disconnect. We've got unengaged members. There's an apathy out there in our membership. Globally, that's what you think. There's a weakness, our global appearance right now and where we're at. How about diversity? Yep. Recruitment numbers, they're low. They worry you. It's a weakness. The confusion there is between a PGA professional and a PGA Tour player. There's a top-down approach you feel. Or how are we talking to our employers? I mean, that's a weakness. And then inerrant. I always talk about inerrant. Opportunities. These are excitement, right? These are opportunities. PGA Reach, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Member benefits, deferred compensation, nearly got there. COVID kind of slowed it down. Can we get that over the finish line? But what about other things? What about HSA policies? What about Roth IRAs? What about other insurances? We need to do more for our members. Absolutely an opportunity. The value of the PGA member. Oh my gosh, right now we are building relationships with all these new golfers. There will be a downturn at some point. We all know that. And when you build relationships, you build loyalty. The industry needs to hear this call that the opportunity we have right now is to tell everybody the value of a PGA member. Global, that's an opportunity. PGA Frisco, absolutely. Once again, I got a whole slide dedicated to that here in a second. Couldn't be more excited about PGA Frisco. Purchasing assets. We bought PGA Junior League. We bought Next Gen Golf. Are there other assets that we could purchase? You've told me that's an opportunity. The surge in golf and the interest in golf because of COVID, that is an opportunity. Recruitment and education, absolutely an opportunity. And technology. And you might say, Don, did you miss executive directors? No, I did not. It's the most important opportunity we have. We have to give them a voice in the room. They have to have a voice because they're an extension of the member themselves. That's an opportunity. What are the threats? We can't control these things, but what should we be worried about? The economy, a pandemic? Absolutely. The tour players that play in our Ryder Cup, we don't control them. Allied associations, the competition from the industry and those competitors we have. But I like what Simon Sinek said in The Infinite Game. They're not competitors, they're rivals. You're all going in the same direction. I'd like us to lead that charge. Global relevance, there are other associations doing a better job than us, PGA associations globally than we are. Interest in our profession, man, that's a threat. Political agendas. Should the PGA get involved in things like that? You told me that's a threat. The work-life balance, I agree. Compensation, absolutely, especially going as post-COVID. Then legislation, the unintended consequences, right? Is golf going to be essential or not? That's a threat. To summarize, let's talk about PGA Frisco. Absolutely, it's a headquarters building, but it is the PGA retail experience. When I bring Karen and Katie, my wife and daughter there, what do I want them to see? What about when I bring a young potential golf professional or my buddies? When the world comes to PGA Frisco, I want them to see the why of PGA of America. This is our campus. This is our home field advantage. And it doesn't stop in the PGA retail experience. It's got to extend to the hotel, the lobby of the hotel rooms themselves. The nation is going to come to PGA Frisco for our national championships. Let's make sure that never again will they confuse us with PGA Tour players. They'll know that the 29,000 grow the game and build relationship. This is critical. Direct-to-consumer relationships, we all know that's very important. There's going to be funnels out there, whether it's Golf Now or teeoff.com. We've just signed a relationship with Supreme Golf. I'd like to understand that business relationship a little bit more. What's going on with the data? What's going on with the rate integrity? What's going on with the remuneration back to PGA golf professionals? Is there a retirement plus component to this? I'd like to be in there. As a public golf course operator, man, this is my wheelhouse. And I'd like to be in that room right now, defending the public golf courses because it does affect the private golf courses. Talked about growing the game to non-golfers. What ads are we going to show on NASCAR, NFL, Food Network, HGTV, social media, TikTok, YouTube? What are the ads? Because it has to be something that Karen and Katie, a non-golfer, is drawn to, right? Driving them to PJ.com, driving them to PJ.coach, driving rounds and revenue to the PGA member. It's so critical. And legislative stuff. It doesn't just stop at the United States. It's local too, right? City councils, mayors, they're the ones who said that they didn't feel golf was essential. We thought we were just a recreational activity. No, we build relationships. I think we invented social distancing. We are the only association not going to National Golf Day. Why? We need to be there. And I want to bring the presidents of all of our sections to National Golf Day. And we break bread. We'll have a little leadership summit. It'd be great. And then the next day, on behalf of the PGA of America and all of our members, we defend our industry to those legislators. It's critical. But the most important thing is PGA.leadership. I want to make sure that all of our boards down at the chapter level are getting trained. What's the best role? What is your role and responsibility as a committee member or a board member? What's the CEO's role? We need to make sure that's clear. We spend a lot of money on educating the PGA of America board. How about in a farm system of leadership, just like they do in baseball, educating down to the lowest levels of our association? That will grow the game. That will grow our membership. That will improve our leadership. But it doesn't stop there. I'd like to see us spend some money on paying for food, breakfast or lunch, before and after our annual meetings or semi-annual meetings. This is where we bring together our members. This is where we attack apathy. It's so critical. And those EDs have to have a voice. I've told you the why is so important to me. So what is the why? Why you should support me? Why you should give me your vote? Well, I broke them down into 5. Are we a corporation or are we an association? Who works for who? I think the PGA of America should be working for us, but some of our EDs don't feel that way. I want to make sure our EDs have a voice. They're a recommending body. They're a committee. They need to be a recommending body to the PGA Board of Directors. That hasn't happened in the past. It needs to happen going forward. Some of you said, Don, how are you going to pay for all this stuff? Zero-based budgeting, just like we all do at our clubs. What are the needs and wants? What's going to truly benefit the PGA member? It starts with the budget. We don't have to start from scratch, but you always look at a budget zero-based to make sure that we're impacting our members. The boardroom, pre-reads need to come out earlier. We got to make sure we have pros and cons on them. Groupthink can't happen in our association. We need to address that so that we're making better decisions and we're not rushing into decisions. Growing the game, we talked about that. It's so important that we go direct to consumer and that we make sure that the non-golfers are engaged. We have to push this participation rate past 8%. And then what kind of board member are you going to be, Don? I'm going to defend you. I'm going to defend this game. I'm going to defend this industry. I'm not going to go in like a bull in the china shop. No, I build consensus. I'm a cheerleader. Remember, I'm better in person than on paper. And that's where I want to be, in that room at your section and chapter meetings, growing this game and directly attacking this apathy. I've got 5 PGA professionals working at Augusta Ranch. I've got no risk. I'm going to dedicate my life to this position if you give me your support. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your vote. If you haven't decided yet, I guarantee you putting me in that room is going to benefit the PGA member. Thank you very much. Have a good rest of your day.